The certification of this major construction project is a global first for PEFC. We're very excited about it in the UK and feel that the lessons learned and the promotion of this project will be valuable in taking the future of project certification forward.
Cross-laminated timber has brought many benefits to this 6-storey residential project, which is situated in a busy, densely populated part of central London. As a form of construction, CLT is relatively lightweight, which has enabled the design team to utilise the existing foundations from the previous building that was situated on the site. This does not only save time and money, but also reduced the overall embodied carbon of the project and provided benefits to the local community by avoiding noise, dust and vibration associated with the removal of existing foundations, and has also significantly reduced the amount of vehicle movements.
So, prior to project certification commencing, we recommend the main contractor ensures that the majority of timber being used on the project is from a PEFC certified source. In addition, we recommend that the contractor contacts their certification body of choice as soon as possible and preferably before the project commences.
The project team decided to carry out the PEFC project certification just before we started on site, and the significant volume of timber within the CLT frame is all certified as legal and sustainably sourced to the PEFC standard. Wilmot Dixon was also keen to demonstrate robustly that our processes and supply chain were able to deliver in line with our sustainable procurement policy.
The project certification is generally managed by a project manager nominated by the main contractor. The manager has full responsibility for ensuring the timber arriving on site is from certified sources, and this includes any work carried out by subcontractors.
Wilmot Dixon is committed to only procuring legal and sustainable timber, and we have our own internal management processes covering this. The main difference with project certification is that the project is subject to very robust auditing process and site inspections carried out by BM Trada. From a management side, communication is key so that our subcontractors and supply chain and material providers know about the requirements, and it all starts with the initial inquiry process, then into pre-order meetings, continuing through site inductions and training for the site gatemen and the subcontractors foreman.
In order to achieve project certification, the company has to develop their own set of documented procedures. And these procedures are based around their critical control points. A critical control point is a process or activity within the project where there is a small, medium or large risk of the company losing physical identification of certified product. Obviously it's really important that they don't do this. So the procedures have to be robust enough to ensure that certified timber remains identifiable at all times. The procedures based around these critical control points will cover the following activities. First of all, there's verification of suppliers. You can't have certified timber on site unless there is full chain of custody up to and including the site gate. So somebody has to take responsibility for ensuring that anybody supplying timber to site has their own chain of custody certification, and that their certification scope covers the products which are going to be used on the site. The next critical control point after that is the logging of the timber into a database to record what's been supplied, because this then becomes the objective evidence at the end of the project as to what proportion of the timber supplied to the site was PEFC certified and what proportion came by other routes, because that will determine the final claim that can be made at the end of the project.
Almost all CLT manufactured in Europe is available and certified to the PEFC standard. Wilmot Dixon has a balanced view on timber procurement, reflecting that of CPET, and on this project we have expressed a preference towards PEFC certified timber through our supply chain. We are targeting in excess of 95% PEFC by volume, which has not posed us any difficulties in sourcing that material.
A key objective of project certification is to provide independent verification that the timber that's been used on the project is PEFC certified, so that when public claims and statements are made at the end of the project, these are backed up by an independent third-party certification body's checks that they've carried out to make sure that the claims that are being made are accurate and correct. So this is done by a process of auditing the project from start to finish. Every project is different, obviously. Some projects last several years, others for a matter of months. But regardless of the duration of the project or the scope and complexity of the project, there will always be an opening and closing meeting at the start and the finish of the project. Thereafter, there may be a series of periodical audits where the auditor will come to site to check to make sure that the company is maintaining its system in a way that complies with the standard. The number of audits which take place will be determined entirely by the duration of the project. So regardless of how many interim audits there are, the project will always finish with a closing meeting. And the objective of the closing meeting is to review the entire project, to look at the total volume of timber that was supplied, and then to finally verify and agree what proportion of that was PEFC certified. Hopefully, it will be 100%, but sometimes this isn't possible. So the objective of the closing meeting is to work out what the final volumes are and to sign that off effectively as a finished project. After that point, a certificate can be issued and the project can be marketed and promoted as a PEFC certified project.
It's often asked how project certification can help promote sustainable forestry. Buying PEFC certified material ensures that the message, a good positive message, is sent back up the supply chain. This helps forest owners understand the need for certified material and helps to expand sustainable forestry on a global basis.